It's Dave here in Texas, and I ran across a video here the other day by the Cheap and Cheerful record collector. Forgetting his name off the top of my head, but he was doing a thread for another guy whose name was Martin, and he's a vinyl collector guy in England, and he wanted you to show 5 albums that have red spines on them, and then 5 albums that show artists that have passed or have died. And yeah, so I thought I'd do it. It sounded easy enough, and I figured I have some albums that would fit those criteria. So anyway, let's get going. This is the Fabulous Thunderbirds, T-Bird Rhythm. Of course, Fabulous Thunderbirds had, Jimmy Vaughn playing guitar in it, and Kim Simmons, I think is the guy in the turban. And they were just like a regional Texas band out of Austin. And at one time on the radio, they had a song called Ain't It Tough Enough, but that's not on here. But yeah, pretty interesting blues band with, some rock and roll in it as well. But yeah, excuse me, my allergies are flaring up on me today, but Fabulous Thunderbirds. This is one by Django Reinhardt, jazz guitarist, French guitarist, and this has several of his songs on it, and he does some covers as well. This is from the 1949 to 1950 Jangology number 19, and he does a song by Duke Ellington called Stormy Weather, Irving Berlin's Blue Skies, George Gershwin, The Man I Love, Rodgers and Hart's It Might as Well Be Spring. And then he's written some of his own songs as well on here. So, yeah, most of his stuff is really engaging. At least that's what I find. But so anyway, Django Reinhardt. This is Tangerine Dream's Tangent, or Tangram, excuse me. Yeah, this is about, oh golly, this came out in, I think, 1980. But yeah, kind of a mid-period, maybe, Tangerine Dream. Has a pretty cool inset to the cover. And I think by this time they had already dropped Peter Ballman and had picked up somebody else. I don't see any credits on here. But yeah, it's a pretty good album. It's got some live music on here as well, and maybe the whole album is live. Let me see if I can read that. I probably can't. Christopher Franke's still on here. Oh, Johannes Schmoltling, I think maybe how you might say his name, is taking the place of one of the members on keyboards. But yeah, not a bad album. It's not the Tangerine Dream album I would suggest starting with. I started with Phaedra and then went on and got Stratospheres. But this one is pretty good too. It's a little bit more new agey, I would say, more so than their earlier abstracted space exploration stuff, but not a bad album. Tangerine Dream. This is Erik Satie, classical composer, and the album cover here is done by Pablo Picasso. The person doing the piano work, and it's just straight piano album. is Aldo Ciccolina. And you've probably heard some of this. In fact, if I could pronounce this correctly, I'll try and show it. You're probably really familiar with that album there, or that song there, as it's been, oh golly, used in commercials, I would say, in some other areas. But yeah, Erik Satie. There's a little cartoon on here also, or a figure of him by Jean Cocteau, which is right there. So yeah, it's real nice piano music, mellow, something you can listen to just about any time of day. So yeah, classical piano. This is Chick Corea and Return to Forever. Where have I known you before? This is one of his more fusion-y albums by Chick Corea and this band. I didn't probably like this album when I first got it because I liked his earlier stuff better. The ones with Flora Pluram on it and golly, that era anyway, on ECM Records. But I listened to this today, and it's not a bad album at all if you're into that type of fusion, progressive fusion. It's got Chick Corea plays the keyboards. Al Di Meola, which is a good guitarist, he's on here. Stanley Clarke and Lenny White plays the drums. That's Chick, that's Al Di Meola, Stan Clarke, and Lenny White. But it's all instrumental, fusion-y. Chick and Al Di Meola really play off of each other as far as the way the leads go on this album. And it's on Polydor. So yeah, the Return to Forever, Red Spine. Also on this Erik Satie album, it doesn't look like it may have a red spine on it, but yeah, it does. And then 5 musicians who have passed. I couldn't remember Martin's channel, so I'll post it below whenever I load this video onto YouTube. But yeah, you can go over there and look. I think he was looking for to get 500 subscribers, and I was looking at his site, and he's already got that. But if you want to sub him, you know, I'm sure he will be happy to have you sub him. And so he also said to show 5 musicians that have passed. This is Tom Petty's first album, as far as I know, and the Heartbreakers. What's the name of this? You're Gonna Get It, or what? No, just self-titled. But yeah, his first album. Really a pretty good album by Petty. I've always liked that one. This is John Lennon's Milk and Honey, also another good album that he's doing here with Yoko Ono. It's got Steppin' Out on it, and let's see if there's anything else that I recognize. I don't know, but it's a really good album, though, if you've never heard it. And like the Beatles and Lennon, Yoko's not on her doing her screaming thing, so it's, you know, pretty easy to get into, accessible. This is Jerry Garcia's first album, and a really good album. There's not much, I guess maybe he did all the music on here himself, except he says he's on here with, if I can pronounce this guy's name right, Billy Kreutzmann, who I think was also associated with the Grateful Dead, and Robert Hunter, I guess, who did maybe some lyrics or something on here. But the rest of it, I guess, is by Jerry Garcia doing everything. And yeah, it's a really good album. He plays some pedal steel guitar on here that's really kind of stand out. And all the tunes are really good on it. Yeah, Jerry Garcia. Frank Zappa. This is the album he did called You Are What You Is. One of his little bit later albums. And pretty good album by Frank Zappa and the Mothers. I believe the Mothers all help him on here, or some facet of them. Yeah, this got Steve Vai plays Strat, and Ed McMahon percussion, Motorhead Sherwood plays tenor sax, and various other Mothers are on here. It's even got a guest vocalist by Jimmy Carl Black. Moon Zappa does a vocal on here, and various other people. So yeah. See, the only songs I know on here, let's see, is the You Are What You Is song, as far as I know. And but it's got some good songs on it that are somewhat satirical, somewhat funny, and various other things. So yeah, Frank Zappa. Mozart. This is a box set by Amadeus Mozart. This is the symphonies, number 6, numbers 31, 35, 38, 39, 40, 41. And it is played by this Academy of Ancient Music, Christopher Hogwood. Christopher Hogwood, if you like the interpretations of it sounding a little bit more of that era, I guess you could say. He's always a good director to listen to this stuff, but this is a real pleasant album. I like all the basic composers like Beethoven, Mozart, Vivaldi, any of those guys. And these were the ones that I started listening to when I was listening to classical. And still listen to, some of the same stuff today. So interesting photo on the cover. And it's all done real well. This is on, well, I can't say it. But anyway, it's a foreign, looks like French pressing. So, yeah, there you go. Hope everybody's doing well. It's really a nice, cool night tonight, man, and I'm loving it. It gets cool at night somewhat, and warm days. So, we're still in the 90s. We'll probably stay there till at least Halloween, but been enjoying the change in the weather. Hope y'all are good. Have a good one. Bye.